Hey there, folks. This is David at David's Brain. Welcome back to our ongoing Let's Play of Raidou Remastered Mystery of the Soulless Army for the PS5. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, and contribute by Patreon. Links in the description at the bottom. Alright, so last time, Kaya got herself a bit of a quick change haircut. And, well, we're kind of sort of like on a date thing in the capital, trying to find this crystal that Mudokata's looking for to go and that can apparently kill billions. So, yeah, aside from demons and robots, apparently there's also a Zeo crystal or something wandering around here. Great. Alright, well, best to go and do a little footwork first.
Oran's uniforms are so lovely. I wish I could have worn one. At least once. Well, it was impossible from the start. With my brother's low income and my lack of smarts.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. I'm pretty sure that if you ask one of your customers, maybe they'll bring you along for like some, you know what, never mind.
Indeed.
No matter how old you are, people always appreciate kindness. It always makes me feel warm, like I'm being helped by my mom. We're all spoiled children at heart, hungry for attention. In the end, everyone just wants to be loved. Maybe I should get a dog. No, bad idea. Yeah, no, no.
I feel so awkward here. I'm starting to feel self-conscious. Is this the type of place you normally visit?
No, not particularly, just when I'm out of, on my investigations. My next paper will draw from my experience. You know, of the personal kind. Yeah, your thesis on everything you learned in this place. And just make sure it doesn't get a little too, just don't go into too much detail. Anyone who says they have a nice friend is lying. The friend they bring along is never nice. My next paper will go in depth on the psychology of friendship and negotiations. Oh. Alright, yeah, never, okay, you know what, Kaya, I think you may be right. I think I'm hanging around here a little too long. I'm gonna go now. Alright, hi-ho, Silver! Alright, so yeah, access to east, west, south, and north trading halls. And I can only go inside 2 of them. Cool. Let's see. Screw it. Might as well just go and take the taxi. Go and take the tram.
That feels lovely. The ocean's so beautiful on a clear day. The breeze feels so nice. If I had a swimsuit, then I would have wanted to go swimming with you.
Well, again, once this is all over, the sky's the limit. Well, we'll make it a date. Is that your sweetheart? Nah, you don't have to be coy about it. She's pretty cute. I have to say, I'm a little jealous. And yeah, I think after all this, we could. Oh, I think we deserve a little vacation. Or yeah, just a little day to ourselves, you know? If you ask me, those Navy soldiers have too much time on their hands. What could happen on a beautiful day like today? They should just relax and enjoy it. You'd be surprised. Anything could happen. Any random old day, just suddenly flip on its head just like that. Peacetime's pretty boring for a soldier. I don't have anything to do. But I never trade our peace just to have a little excitement, even if it means losing my job. See, you've got your head on straight. Yeah, if it's a quiet day for a soldier, then that means it's a good day. And if it's a quiet day for a soldier, it's a good day for everyone. Yeah, speaking of not so quiet days, that schoolgirl looks pretty keen. No, anyone looks good when they're that young. The real test comes when you're older. True. She your girlfriend? I would never. No, she very cute. Cute, eh? Care to elaborate? that schoolgirl probably just came to Harbicho to check out the foreigners. Newsflash, there's more to people than just looks. Oh. Well, yeah, you're starting to realize that while you're hanging around, still near your sugar mama. That was amazing! You'll never guess what I saw! That young man on top of the huge turtle was carrying a girl. She was wearing burgundy clothes, just like the dame I saw earlier. Yeah, just a dude carrying a dude carrying a chick while riding on the back of a giant turtle. That sounds awesome. Yeah, sure, laugh it up. Nobody takes me seriously. I mean, hey, when you say it out loud, again, it sounds a little, I can't hang my laundry indoors. It won't dry all the way. And there'll be no peace around here as long as that church is still standing. Ugh. Alright, look, I'm not exactly a big fan of the church either, but just get over it, will ya? It doesn't really matter where the laundry hangs as long as it gets dry. I can't get too worked over the laundry, I'll get more wrinkles. I feel less like I'm trying to manipulate people's mood as just keeping their bipolar from taking over. Let's see. Alright, nothing else here. Hey Kaya, our ride's here. What now, Sonny? Look, I'm cool transporting you, but the girl? What about your what about your chauffeur? Technically you are, so... Oh, don't get smart with me. Hey, better be smart than dumb.
I shall assist you. Here goes.
All right, cool. I thought Kai would have something to say around there. Guess it's a good thing. Guess it's a good thing she doesn't. Otherwise, she'd be like, "Oh, what's all this here?" And oh no. Yeah, you know, kind of whole Kuzunoha thing being a secret and all that. Alright, anyways, enough screwing around here.
I shall assist you. Here goes.
Hey, Pops.
Konoya has the finest antiques around. If something catches your eye, I'll give you a good deal. Oh, you've brought company today. What? Crystal ball. Actually, I did recently receive an order of these, snow globes from the West. Spiritual energy? No, afraid I don't have anything that fits the bill. Why don't you ask Victor downstairs? There's a small chance he might be in the know about that sort of thing.
Alright, fair point. But yeah, so tell me about these snow globes. Ooh, I think I know some... wait, we're in Taisho 20, right? So that's a good, let me think. 1,000, let's see, 1,100 years before I can run to Mr. House. Well, I mean, hey, I'm looking for money problems. I'm pretty sure bring a couple of snow globes to House and he'll set me up.
You're a real regular here, aren't you, kid? Just between you and me, I'll give you a special 20, so keep on.
Alright, well, well, hey, just because I like you. Let's see here.
That one, huh? Thanks, kid. That one. That one.
All right, so Victor.
Here to see Victor, huh?
Ah, Kuzunoha. I see you brought a guest with you today.
All right, yeah, but strictly business,
You
Victor.
wish to find a crystal ball of spiritual power here in the capital? Since coming to this country, I've conducted research in a variety of fields. I do recall seeing some documentation regarding a monk who built the capital in the recent past. He placed guardian statues in a number of locations to protect the capital from threats of the spiritual nature. These 5 statues each had a color, and they were known as the Radiant Guardians. However, the writings suggested there was a hidden 6th guardian.
Oh.
This 6th statue did not have a color like the others, so it became known as the Pale Guardian. It was supposedly this guardian that was fitted with a crystal containing spiritual power. The writings were quite old, though. I doubt there are newer records. There's no way to know for certain if that statue is what you seek. You're welcome to search for it if you're so inclined. If I remember correctly, the Pale Guardian was placed near an inlet in the capital. In fact, it was also known as the Inlet Guardian. Perhaps that will serve as a clue.
Well,
Pale Guardian. I've never heard of anything like that. Let's try asking around and see if someone's heard of it.
well,
Might be
definitely.
out of our way, but perhaps Satake can point us to someone who knows details about the Inlet Guardian.
Yeah.
What
Alright,
can I do for you, Kuzunoha?
Well, it's as good a lead as any. Definitely better than nothing. Thanks, Victor.
The Pale Guardian was once worshipped to protect the capital. This guardian was supposedly fitted with a crystal that warded off evil. It was also known as the Inlet Guardian. Perhaps that's a clue?
Well, again, definitely more of a clue than the absolutely nothing we had to go on.
Keep
So,
bringing me more demons, Kuzunoha.
and yeah, I'm kind of surprised Kaya didn't mention anything about the hidden underground mad science lab. Yeah, but yeah, well, whatever. Anyways, so next up is Satake.
Say, what does it mean to succeed the Raidou name? What do you think is expected of the one who takes up Raidou's legacy?
Well, as far as I know, basically just to protect the capital, make sure demons don't get out of control, and make sure that things just keep on keeping on as they should, with people's best interest in mind. You know? Yeah, you know, whether it's humans or demons, just go and stop the bad guys and save the day. You know, just regular stuff. You know. Alright, anyways. Hey, Satake, ever heard anything of the Pale Guardian? Oh, wait. Actually, let me just check something here. Alright. Alright, Kaya Daidoji. Let's see. Special note. There are occasional traces of another presence within this girl. Perhaps she has multiple personalities? Huh? How do you figure? Later, we found Kaya at the subterranean shipyard beneath Cannon Battery number 4, where Raidou managed to rescue her from Major General Mudakata. She's currently under our protection. When there was to go, she'd be killed upon returning home due to the Daidoji's tradition of murdering their supposedly possessed daughters, but she'd be at risk of being recaptured by Mudakata anywhere else. She's ended up working at the Narubi Detective Agency at Narubi's recommendation. I, for one, welcome it. She brings some much-needed liveliness to the place. I may be overthinking things, given we didn't necessarily know her all that well to begin with, but ever since Raidou rescued Kaya, she seemed different somehow. Perhaps her personality change as a result of a traumatic experience being captured by Mudokata and his demons. Maybe. Or maybe this is how she just always without the whole, maybe how she always was without the whole, my family tried to kill me for being possessed by a demon thing. Anyways, the Radiant Guardians and the Inlet Guardian. The Radiant Guardians are thought to have originated in 1630, when the Buddhist priest Tenkai proposed to Tokugawa Iemitsu. Let's see. The Radiant Guardians were thought to have originated in 1630, when the Buddhist priest Tenkai proposed to Tokugawa Iemitsu pray at these protective stones located around the capital for spiritual tranquility. Each statue is said to have named after a color corresponding to the philosophy of the 5 elements. In addition to these 5-color statues, there is supposedly a 6th hidden statue called the Pale Guardian. As the name suggests, it's absent of color. It's also known as the Inlet Guardian, referring to the land around it. It's said that the Inlet Guardian has a crystal ball embedded into it, which is needed to provide spiritual tranquility. It's supposed to contain immense spiritual power. It's believed that most literature regarding the Inlet Guardian was burned around the time of the Meiji Restoration, possibly to prevent maligning misuse of its crystal ball. At the time, the newly established Meiji government was desperate to remove anything with the potential to assist in overthrowing the infant nation. They likely saw this crystal ball as one such thing. Having just overthrown the previous government themselves, they knew their enemy all too well and must have grown quite paranoid. Alright, well, anyways, interesting lore. So, Satake, know where this Pale Guardian is?
Hey, Kuzunoha. What are you looking for today? Oh, you actually are looking for something. You're a busy man. So then, what do you need?
Right, yeah, I need a location about this Inlet Guardian and the crystal ball that it might have been holding.
Inlet Guardian, huh? Never heard of it. Sorry, kid. Afraid I can't help you out on this one.
Damn.
Actually, there's this guy in Senjuku. He's sort of an odd duck, but he's a real know-it-all.
Oh, really now?
Maybe he can point you in the right direction. He lives at this shifty joint he calls the Amazing Science Lab. Your guess is as good as mine.
Ah, the junkyard. Alright, cool. Hopefully I can find this guy this time.
Tsukumo's a strange guy, but he seems earnest enough. Otherwise, there's no way he could have kept on making that gizmo.
So this guy Tsukumo, who's making a gizmo. Well, what do you know? I have a lot of respect for that doc. He picks up on things that you and I can't. He can guess the first letter of a passing girl's name with 70% accuracy. Huh. He does it by analyzing their looks and gestures, and he cross-references his old notes of his. Crazy, right? Iron was just really good at guessing. Science laboratory? Oh, that. You mean the shack by the riverbed? Yeah. That guy came to pay respects to the boss before, so he's alright in our book. Don't overdo it, okay? Don't worry, I don't... Hey, different approach for different occasions.
If one day some foreign deity overtook our society, what do you think you would do? Would you fight? Or surrender? Running or negotiating aren't options at that point.
Well, I mean, hey, if worse comes down to it, I'll fight. I mean, if the guy's trying to invade and hurt people, then yeah, of course I'm going to fight. The Red Cave Special Guards didn't even touch the science laboratory. In a way, you assume they'd hit that place harder than anywhere else. Yeah, you'd think that, but... Check out these curves. Have you ever seen curve your fingers? I doubt it. Lady, the only fingers I really pay attention to are finger food and chicken fingers. People are greedy by nature. They want the right partner to fulfill the right needs. That's why you might not always pick the same person in the red light district. So basically you're Goldilocksing it. Yeah, just trying out different mommy boxes till it's just right. I see that old man is talking about the right place, right time. That is good topic for my next thesis. Alright, so, are you proposing a theory about Goldilocksing? Right place, right time, case by case, a supply for every demand, huh? The subject of my thesis is seasonal cuisine in the red light district. Huh. I don't think I was too far off there. That Dr. Tsukumo at the science laboratory. Seeing him reminds me of an old lover. Oh, what doesn't? Why have been just so... So what? And the man I remember would confide to the woman he dated about his dream of being an actor. And once a man has his mind set on his goal, not even a beautiful woman can budge him. Okay, I get it, but you're kind of overplaying your hand here, don't you think? What was that study? Science? Oh. Ah, the science laboratory. Yep, that was my nickname when I was in elementary school. And now, how'd you know that? Why do I keep talking to you? Just why? Oh yeah, because I'm obsessed. I want to hear everything.
Hey,
you see my boy? About 10 years old, buzz cut, looks a little like me. No, I haven't. I don't know where he gets all his energy. Let's take after his mother. He acts without thinking, just like his old man. You better not take any wood nickels. I hope he knows better than to talk to strangers. Yeah, I'm just... Alright, you know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, good thing you have that dame in tow. You'll know what I mean if you go to the science lab, but don't say I didn't warn you. I've been swinging by there more than a couple of times and seemed fine without Kaya, but... Alright, fine, let's swing on by. I finally saw the old guy. He seems to be in good shape. I'm glad he's doing okay. Alright, I'm guessing that's Tsukumo.
Wind velocity, gravity, humidity. Oh, so many factors.
He's not sparing so much as a glance for you.
He is. Wow, he is in there.
Excuse me?
Huh? Oh, hi there, pretty girl.
The locale isn't all that shifty.
What do you need? Why are you here? I can tell you anything you want to know about rockets and space travel. First of all, you need to know there's no oxygen in space. This makes it difficult for human beings to survive on their own.
Well, then how do the movement breeds get you, dumb f***er?
You follow? So, in other words...
Excuse me, Dr. Tsukumo. There was something specific we wanted to ask.
Oh, so you know my name already?
Would you be able to tell us anything about the Inlet Guardian?
The Inlet Guardian. That sounds familiar. Wasn't it a statue placed at a beach a long time ago? I vaguely remember. I think it was around where Ginza-cho is now. What do you want to know?
Around Ginza-cho. That's not enough information. If it's related to the capital, a reporter might know something.
Alright, so where's
She
Ty?
works on her articles at Shinsekai.
Wait, where are you off to? I haven't explained rocket propulsion yet.
Look, brother, I know... Look, brother, I hate to say this, but there's something more up going on right now than just rockets. I know. It's blasphemy for a rocket scientist like me to say that, but trust me, I'll be back and we can shoot the shit about rockets all damn time while I talk over some goddamn tea.
How about we pass the time with a little pop quiz? When I say space, what do you think of?
Rockets! Infinite possibilities.
Oh? You're the first person who's ever given me that answer. I'll go ahead and store that one away in the old noggin. Thanks for that. How about we pack when I say?
Stars and planets.
Yes, that's technically the correct answer. But dull as dishwater. You'll never achieve escape velocity without some creativity. How about when I...
All right, space.
First to answer that way. Others say it with a smirk, though. It's not as clever an answer as any of them think it is.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely going with infinite possibilities there, Pops. Well, guys, it changed one bit. He really loves the dames. And he seems to be in good shape. Glad he's doing okay. Alright, so that explains why that guy was talking about earlier. Yeah, if Kaya wasn't here, we'd be able to get a word in edgewise with him.
Huh?
When I think of Ginza, the image that comes to mind is pretty dull. I don't even want to tell you what it is. It'll sound pretty stupid. Let's see here. We've got our transmission from Jupiter. A Taisho. Whew, good thing I didn't say that one out loud. It even sounds dumb in my head. That pun was bad and so were you. A Taisho.
Mama told me that playboys are wicked monsters who make women cry. Mister, are you playboy? Are you gonna make that girl cry?
I'm just gonna ignore you right now. And
Raidou! And you must be the new hire I've heard so much about.
Hello. I'm Kaya Daidoji. I've been working at the Narumi Detective Agency.
I know, dear. Mr. Narumi already filled me in. Kaya, was it? The name's Kicho Asakura, ace reporter. That's Kicho, got it? So, what are you kids up to? Out on another case?
Yep, actually, we're trying to find this Inlet Guardian. Know anything about that?
The Inlet Guardian, huh? Raidou, did you know this area used to be underwater? It was part of the Hibiya Inlet until they developed the area during the Edo period.
Huh.
Before that, there was supposedly a statue here. No one knows where it came from. Apparently, the local people started worshipping it and called it the Inlet Guardian. I'd be willing to bet that's what you're looking for.
Then, does that statue still exist somewhere?
Oh, you crazy kids are in luck. I came across that scoop just the other day while I was researching Ginzacho for the Red Cape case.
Awesome.
This is straight from the horse's mouth. An odd stone statue was found at the center of Ginzacho, and nobody knows where it came from. See, there are all kinds of development projects going on in Ginzacho right now. One of the construction crews found a statue right in their build site. The workers were all balled up about what to do with the thing. I can't say for sure if that's the same statue you're looking for, but at the very least, it seems worth checking out. Why don't you hop to it, Raidou?
Yeah, no, sounds like a safe bet.
Some construction workers at a Ginzacho site found a Jizo statue. Sounds to me like it's worth checking out. Why don't you hop to it, Raidou?
All right, hopping away.
I picked up another stray. This one's spot.
All right, Dr. Tsukumo. Unknown, haven't checked. Late 50s, self-proclaimed scientist. Let's see. Development of new transportation system. Thus, his research into rockets and other flying objects. A self-proclaimed scientist with a carefree personality, for better or worse, has no interest in anything outside his research. His lifelong dream is to launch his own rocket into space. He has the spirit to wholeheartedly pursue this dream, and to that end, he's not above living in a shabby dwelling. He may seem unapproachable at first due to his overzealous nature, but he appears well liked by those around him.
Come back whenever you need. Shinsekai.
Alright, so yeah, working on rockets in the 20s? Or like early 30s? Yeah, no, this guy's definitely ahead of his time. Alright, anyways, Ginza. Someone's pumping people off at the Capitol? Promise him a guy with too much time and energy on his hands.
Don't.
Wait, so there's a serial killer on the loose now? What the? Bumping off everyone in the Capitol? And did the poor sap forget about the police department? I won't let them get away with this. Yeah, just bumping off everyone in the Capitol with a friggin' Zeo crystal. Yeah, what are you gonna do with your little friggin' pea shooter? It was my pride to ruin all those relationships when I was your age. If I had acted that way then, my life would have been very different. Well, no sense going over the shouldas, wouldas, or couldas. If someone attacks the Capitol, we'll have to evacuate someone, right? If that happens, the worst escape method would be, well, the streetcars. All it would take is one large stone in the tracks and we'd all be done for. Do you think about anything other than streetcars, or you really have nothing else going on for you?
Let's see.
New trends have to start somewhere. They don't just come out of thin air. I wish I could find the person who started this trend of modern girls. I let them have it.
You are very confusing, you know that?
What?
You don't know why girls today bomb their hair? What a dull and obvious question. It's because it looks nice, of course.
Well, again, also because I think long hair just kind of gets in your way, gets tangled up easily when you fall asleep, but, that's just me. Hey, if you want to do it, go for it. Couldn't really care less. Alright, anyways.
Say, if you realized one day the only ones you could trust were demons, how would you feel? Would that make you sad?
Only one I could trust were demons, eh? Well, that would be, well... Personally, I don't really see demons as different than people, then.
The value of a man is his net worth, of course. Why do you keep asking me about looks and personality? What's eating you?
Alright, let's see what's really here.
Being an executive's personal secretary is hard. No one would understand without experiencing it. That said, why are so many rich people so dim? Maybe the money rots their brains.
More money than sense, I guess.
That so-called scientist in his alleged laboratory talked to me at Senjuku. There's a lot of weird science going on around here. That man under Konoya, too.
Yeah, so... I'm not sure who's weirder, Tsukubo or... Actually, no, wait, scratch that, it's Victor.
Say, do you ever think we might be making the lives of future generations worse?
How do you
We
figure?
get to do whatever we want now, but they're the ones who'll have to pay the price. So I wonder, would you be able to give up the freedom to do as you wish for their sake?
What exactly are you getting at here? Money puts you places, makes the world go around. The rich ones are the lucky ones. As long as you got the dough like I do, you can drink expensive foods and get all the finest women. And everyone will be staring daggers into you when wishing that you were dead. Oh yeah, especially if that's how you use your money. Alright, anyways. Enough of my personal politics. Let's get down to business.
Come on, let's have a look around.
Anybody got a shovel? Ah, there's a Jizo.
Is this the Inlet Guardian? Then this crystal ball is the EL-200. Yes, our preparations are complete.
What?
Hey, can I ask you a question? It's Taisho 20, right? This is a turbulent time in history. An anomaly, even. Our country, our culture, our way of life. People are being tossed around by the waves of societal change. Gods and demons alike are being swept up in it. No one can predict the correct course of history anymore. How do you feel about it? Not you, the 14th. I mean, the real you. Some choose to follow their fated path, as written by destiny. Others believe that fate is a result of their actions, of choices they make. I'd like to hear what you think.
Oh. Alright, well... I'm making my own path. More like I'm making a path straight towards you and figuring out what the hell you're going on about.
That's right. We all fashion our lives after some purpose. I seek to wrest a positive future from the grip of this chaotic society. I want you to watch as I carry out my vision. And if you believe my path is the right one, then I ask that you join me. I am Kaya Daidoji no more. I am pure demon.
Okay, so they were right. And we just handed a demon an incredibly powerful weapon. Fantastic.
So the demon did possess her. Likely after that ritual at the shipbuilding facility. But that power I just sensed, it sent shivers down to the tip of my tail. I should get back to the agency and devise a plan with Narumi.
Great. This just went... and it ended just like that? Oh, hell. Yeah, well, we didn't even get to any... well, okay, we got to a little bit of fighting, but whatever. Alright, well, since the episode's over, we're going to call it a day, and next time we'll check out where that demon that possesses... we'll see where that demon is going with that crystal. Most likely back to Mudokata. So, until next time, folks, this is David on David's Brain. See when I see ya. Bye-bye.